So hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Erica and today I will be doing my Project Pan update for 2022. It's going to be the first update for the year. I'm going to get started with the first item, which I think is actually quite exciting. If you don't know what a Project Pan is, I'll leave it in the description box because I cannot be asked to explain it right now. And I'm just going to start with the first product, which is my Nars Deep Throat Blush. I had a goal of using this up completely within the year, and I made that goal last year when I was doing my very ambitious planning to pan, and looking back, I was thinking, I don't think I can do it. But now, looking at this, I've used this blush 22 times, and this is my progress. The pan is huge. Like, it's much bigger than what it was previously. Granted, there was a lot of thin product around the original ring, but I can see that it's thin around this ring too. So there'll definitely be progress on the next update as well. And I've been trying not to just go in a circle around the ring. I've been trying to dip my brush here for, you know, kind of the future, so I don't suddenly stop seeing progress, you know, because I've just been going where I know the product is thin. But yeah, look at that. I think I might actually be able to use this up. So I find that this blush applies better over a foundation instead of no foundation. And for those of you who don't know, I don't really like to wear foundation. I do have one bottle because every year I do this thing where I'm like, maybe I should try it again. And so I get a free bottle from my friend, and then I realized why I don't like foundation. So I have that bottle of foundation. I wear it occasionally because I don't want it to go bad, and I found this applies better when I have the foundation. It's kind of like a base, and my cheeks are naturally pigmented, so I guess having that foundation on under, and it's actually darker than my skin tone right now, it makes this blush pop. I don't know why, but it does. So I find I have to wear less blush with that, but for most days I have to swirl it once per cheek, and otherwise it's not going to show up on my cheeks that well. But I'm surprised it still even shows up. So I did put in a blush from my Shop My Stash so that I could, you know, potentially mix the two, so I could make a darker blush in case this wasn't dark enough, but it still works. I think in a few months though, it will not work anymore. Next product is also from Nars. This is Nars Casino. I depotted it from the Dan Marie palette, which I found out how old it was when I googled it. And I got it from a friend originally, and she was just like, throw it away when she found out how old it was, because this thing is like 10 years old. I think the last I heard of this product being talked about on like forums online was 2013. So I don't know when they stopped selling this product, but it came out in 2011. So this is my progress on it. I've used it 17 times. So the reason why I used it less than the blush is because I don't always like to wear bronzer. I feel like this one is very forgiving though, because it is so old. It's not very pigmented. Like, I have it on today, but you can't really tell. Or maybe you can, and I'm just in denial. So yeah, this is my progress. You can tell there's progress on it every time I use my brush with it, because I use a densely packed brush like this, like a contour brush. It gets hard pan, so I need to use a spoolie to scrape it off, and then I use the powder to contour my face. So yeah, there was a little period of time at the beginning of January where I was debating whether I should toss it or use it up completely, and I went with use it up completely because it's not breaking me out. I found out after I filmed, and I didn't want to be like a quitter, but let me just tell you, I'm going to be a quitter because I have to give up on one of my products later on in this video, and you'll see why. But yeah, this is definitely taking a lot longer than Nars Laguna because this is kind of old, and my progress on it is way slower because I scraped so little product off to use, but I'm hoping by the summer months it'll be gone. Maybe I'll see more progress on it in next month, because in February, or maybe not because it's a shorter month. But I just want this out of my collection. I don't see anything wrong with using it because it's not affecting me adversely. And it also doesn't smell like anything. Like, it just smells like nothing. So I think it's fine to use up. The next product I have is in this adorable packaging. This is the Too Faced Glowver highlighter palette. And, ooh, she's dirty. I didn't notice. Anyway, this is a highlighter, and I had a goal of hitting pan in this because it was pretty much new when I put it in this project. I had used it in December to test it out, and I used this 21 times, and this is what it looks like. There's so much gold going on. So I think you can see, oh, my carpet. There's definitely scratches. You can see it. I saw it in my video when I was editing, but I didn't see it when I was filming because my editing screen's bigger than my phone screen. And yeah, I'm just concentrating on the center. This highlighter is adorable, but it's too light for me, even though I look really pale right now because I just put on some not so translucent blotting powder. It will look darker once my oils come through. Funny story, this past weekend I decided to wear my Hourglass eyeliner. I decided to wear my Hourglass highlighter. That was, did you hear me the first time? I said Hourglass eyeliner because I just silenced the H for highlighter. Anyway, because it was pretty and I was going to my relative's house and I wanted that glow instead of this because this tends to look too light and too bright. So it's not a subtle highlighter. So I usually mix it with another highlighter, a darker highlighter, to try and bring down the brightness and the like glow. So it looks more like glowing from within instead of fluorescent glow on my cheeks. And then I used the same brush yesterday and I was like, wow, this highlighter looks so good if I just put a little on. And then in my head, I thought, okay, if I use a different highlighter brush with less bristles, then I can't over apply. And so I used a fan brush this morning, like a clean brush like this. There's like not very many bristles, it's not very dense. And I applied this and it still looked bad. And then I realized it was because there was leftover highlighter on my brush from the weekend. And it made my cheeks look really nice because I must have used the same side. So it was not this, it was leftover Hourglass highlighting powder. So yeah, that makes me sad about this because it's so cute and I think I paid like $30 for this or something like that, or $20. Not full price for sure. And I wanted it to work. The reviews were so good, but this is not my cup of tea. It's going to stay in the project because this is the only time of the year where I can really wear this, and even now it's still too light for me, but it's cute. Like, the packaging is cute, and I want to keep the packaging for repressing in the future. Moving on to my mini lip products, I have my LAKA lipstick, and I'm not sure what the shade name is, but it's the pink one from their matte lip collection. I'm wearing it today, and I have said in the past that I don't like the way this looks on me. It's too pink. So as you can see, it is not quite the same color as like how it comes out because I mixed it with my lip liner in this project pan. I just thought right before filming this, I was like, I have nothing to lose and I might as well mix them together, and I really liked it. I've used this product a total of 18 times. I forgot to use it a lot in the beginning of the month, and then I started catching up towards the end of January / early February. And this is actually quite moisturizing, so I usually start my day by applying this right when I do my makeup, and then after breakfast it comes off, and then from there I decide, are my lips too dry to wear this or are they feeling okay? Because this is pretty moisturizing for a matte formula. I was originally pairing this with my gloss balm, and this and this together felt absolutely disgusting on my lips. So I would end up wiping it right off anyways. But now I'm glad that I found a way to wear this, because now I can get more use out of this lipstick, because it is expiring this month on the 20th, I believe. Yeah. 2022, February 20th. And I want to show you the progress made on it. So I made some marks on here, so it's right here. So in January I was up here, in February I've moved down, so the last line right here is where the product will sit, so it sits like right above where I wrote. And I'm actually really surprised at how much it went down. I wasn't expecting it to go down that much, but I think it's because I was wearing at the nub at the top. That's where I measured it, the highest point of the lipstick, instead of, you know, where it curves down. So that's probably why it's gone down more than I thought it would, but that's good. We're making progress. This lipstick, I think I can actually keep wearing it past the suggested expiration date, but I don't know if Korea is more strict on their expiration dates for products, because this is a Korean product. It's not from the United States, so I don't know if I should be more wary. But if it doesn't smell bad, I'm going to keep wearing it, and if it starts to smell, I'm definitely going to get rid of it. I was originally planning on using it as a cream blush when I'm past the expiration date on this lipstick, no matter what. But I think I like it now mixed with another product, so I'm just going to continue wearing it as a lipstick. So the lip liner I was referring to is my Wet n Wild lip liner in the shade 711 Chestnut. I only wore this 3 times, including today, so this is what my progress on it looks like. I was still able to make a mark on it because I think I used it before I made a mark, and then I used it 2 more times, and then I sharpened it, and then I used it again. As you can see, it's not very dirty. Normally by the time I sharpen it, the whole wooden part that you see right here, that's beige, has turned the color of the lip liner. And I don't use this to line my lips, just to line my lips. I use it to fill in as well, because I don't know if I could invest in a lipstick this color, because there's like so little instances where I would wear it, and I feel like a lip liner is better for having colors that you're not so sure you would wear often. So that's why I have a lip liner of this. I like this color, but I just wasn't reaching for it until the end of the month, and now that I've realized that this works really well with my lipstick, I'm going to pair them together a lot more and hopefully get them both out of my project soon. Okay, so this is the progress on my lip liner. I made more progress on my lipstick than my lip liner. I'm hoping to get this product out of my collection by the end of this year, because I've had it in my collection for, I think, since 2020 or 2021. No, since 2020. I keep thinking 2021 was 2 years ago. Moving on to my lip glosses, I have 2 in this project, and they are both about the same color. I'll explain. Okay, so the first one is my Fenty Gloss Balm in the shade Fenty Glow. I do not support Fenty. It's a whole story, but I used one of these up before in the past. I used one up last year, and I was like, good, it's out of my collection. And then I got one as a present, and I was like, oh, I mean, I guess. So I don't really mind the product. I think the product's nice. My goal is to get this out of my collection by the end of the year, but I don't know how likely that is to happen, because I have so many other lip products I'm trying to get through. But if it stays in my collection by the end of the year, I'm not going to be too mad. I just hope I don't get another one. I used this a total of 10 times. You cannot see through the bottle. I put some wasabi tape. I put some washi tape on the back so that I could make marks, but I can't even see through it, even when I hold it up to the light. I think it's still brand new, so I'm not going to see anything, even if I stare into this tube. Yeah, I can't see anything. So there's no way for me to make a mark. I guess I could weigh this, but my scale's not very accurate, so it wouldn't show much movement. I'm actually going to be rolling this out of my project because I originally had this in this project to pair with my LAKA lipstick because this lip gloss can make the lipstick or lip liner under it look better. But it's so uncomfortable wearing the two of these together. It feels very greasy and heavy that I just find myself removing it anyway and not wearing either one because in my head I'm just like, oh, I know how disgusting it feels. I don't want to wear it. So I'm going to be taking this out of the project and probably rolling it in at the end of the year or into a different project pan so that I can get some use out of it. But right now I have products that are expiring that I need to focus on, so I'm going to be rolling this out. So the second lip gloss I have, like I said, is very similar in color to my gloss Balm. Well, once they're on the lips, it looks the same. That one's more sparkly than this one. This is the Nature Republic Eco Lip Gloss in the shade Latte. And I made tallies, but I must have made it too high because this has definitely dropped a lot. Like, I can see visible progress. Thankfully, this is one of those lip glosses where you don't have to scrape the sides. You can just look through the window because the gloss will drop down. I'm pretty sure I was much closer to the cap than this, but we'll see. This lip gloss has been in my collection since 2019, and I didn't know that until I did my makeup inventory at the end of last year. I don't remember if it came out at the beginning of this year, or I know I filmed it last year, so I didn't realize until I filmed my makeup inventory how old this is, and I can tell it's starting to go off. It's starting to smell funny. So now this is my priority, and the lipstick. So what I'll normally do is if my lips feel really dry, I will wear this instead of my lipstick. So this is kind of like a tinted lip balm, except it's a lip gloss. It's not very shiny. I absolutely love this lip gloss. I think it's like a My Lips But Better, and whenever I wear it, it's very comfortable. It's not that sticky, and it's not high shine, so it's more my cup of tea. I'm finding that as I get older, I'm a lot more calm, and I prefer more natural looking makeup. Probably because I have to wear more natural looking makeup, but I think I look better in more natural makeup than really colorful makeup like I used to do. It's still fun to do those, but I think that I look better wearing more natural makeup. I actually started wearing this lip gloss a lot later in the month, but I wore it a lot more than my Fenty Gloss Balm. So I've worn this 15 times, and let's see how long it takes to use up because I barely used it before I started panning it. So we'll see how long it takes to use up. The next product is this. This is Kelly Gooch's Archnemesis, but this is the PUR 4-in-1 Archnemesis brow pencil. I think I have the darkest shade, or second to last darkest shade. There's not that many choices, to be honest. And I'm wearing it right now. What I do is I use the thinner side, or the more precise side, like this, to draw my brows, and then I will fill it with the triangle side. As you can see, it's very messy. And I have comes with a brush. And originally I thought 4-in-1 meant 4-in-1, like 4 products in one. So I was like, okay, well, there's a micro precision side, there's a triangle side, there's a brush. Is there supposed to be a gel somewhere? 4-in-1 means that it defines, conditions, I think thickens, and I don't remember, but it's like the functions, not the number of products in here. So if only I read the fine print. My goal is to use this product up completely. I want to see how long this takes to use up, because Kelly said in her video that it took her a year, more than a year, like 13, 14, or 15 months. 13 months upward to use up this whole product. And I want a brow pencil that lasts that long, except I rolled it up earlier to see how much I have left, and I don't think this is going to last 13 months on me. I also do need this to fill in my brows because I don't have very many brow hairs naturally. I do, but they're very fine. So, like, my body hair is just fine. And so it's very hard to see, so I need to, like, basically draw my whole brow in. Like, if I took my makeup off right now, I would look like Voldemort. Well, but I have a nose. So, yeah, I want to see how long this lasts, because if it does last 13 months, then I would just buy this, because even though it's a little bit on the pricier side, I would be reducing the number of brow pencils I use per year, and it would be more cost effective than what I normally do, which is like, I think I use up a brow pencil every 2 months. So my usual brow pencil costs $6.50, and if I multiply that by 12 divided by 2, that would be $39 or something like that. I think this is less than $39, and it would reduce the waste, I guess, from using brow pencils. Even though I do use wooden brow pencils, buying that many is still wasteful. Like, you gotta think about the transportation costs and not just when you throw it away. Like, there's a lot more to it than manufacturing and throwing it away. It's like, it has to travel across the world to get here, and I don't know where this is made. It's probably China. Oh no, it's made in PUR. That's China. Way to go and try and trick me. Okay, well, anyways. I think this is an okay brow pencil, though, to be honest. I feel like it doesn't blend that well, and I almost always have patches of missing brow pencil, but no one can tell because I'm working from home and no one has said anything to me yet. So either everyone's really polite or they don't care, and I'm going to opt for the second option. The 8th product I have in this project pan is my Persona Cosmetics Identity. Oh my god, I did it again. It's my Persona Cosmetics 24-hour waterproof eyeliner. I have a goal of using this up completely, and I used this a total of 18 times, and this is what it looks like. Oh, maybe I should hold it so you can see. So it's very small. I don't think holding my hand up is a great way to show you guys how much is left of this product. So my hand is actually pretty big for my size, and yeah, I love this eyeliner, but I'm pretty sure that my sharpener is not getting it as sharp as I would like it to be. So my wings have been less than sharp, but I still managed to make it work if I flick fast enough. And it's truly waterproof. I'm wearing it right now. I usually only wear it in my outer corner, so I haven't been using it that much. I think in a previous update I said I do go all the way in sometimes, but after starting work, I've just become lazy. When you wake up at 6:45 in the morning, your first thought is not project pan, it's I need to get on makeup as fast as I can into my computer as fast as I can so I'm not late. So that is my thought process. I do really like this eyeliner. The last product in this project pan is a perfume, because like I just said, I was really struggling to look for 10 products to put in my project pan, because I feel like I have a lot of makeup, but it's mostly eyeshadow palettes, and I don't like to put more than one blush or one highlighter in my project pans. And right now, with me limiting the number of lip products I can put in my project pans, it means I have to cut down on, it means I have to like find different categories of stuff to put in my project pan, but I figured it out. And anyways, so I put this perfume into my project pan. This is the Something Special Orange Blossom Eau de Parfum, and it is a knockoff of the Jo Malone Orange Blossom, which I have pined after for many years. So when I saw this on Etsy, I was like, perfect. I'm giving my money to a family-owned company. I stuttered there because I wasn't sure if it's actually family-owned. Well, to a small business. Okay, we'll just say that. And then I also mentioned that this sometimes makes my throat close. And I told my friend that, and she was like, that's not normal. And I was going to push through it and use this because I liked the scent and I wanted it for so long. But then I was Googling right before I started filming this video. My throat closes from perfume. And turns out perfume can trigger asthma attacks if it's strong enough. And I do not have asthma that I know of. However, some of my family members do, and I would rather not trigger an asthma attack as an adult without an inhaler, because, I mean, I've never had an asthma attack, so I've never had asthma, so I don't need to have an inhaler, but I would rather not need to have one, because I was too stubborn to throw away a $15 bottle of perfume. So I am choosing not to have my throat closed because I want to use this up. I'm going to have to toss this. I really don't want an asthma attack. Like, reading that was a reality check. Like, you know, sometimes being thrifty is not always a good thing. But I've learned my lesson, which is to not buy perfumes without testing them. Because when I smell this, it's like an instant reaction. Even talking about it is like making my throat close, just thinking about it. It's like my throat feels very gritty. Like someone threw sand down my throat, which I've never experienced with anything else. So that's how I know it's this. And my Bath & Body Works, like, mists don't even do that. So I know I'm not allergic to all perfumes, but that is very strong. Yeah, that's all the products that I had in my project pan, and now I'm going to be talking about what I'm rolling in, and I am just contradicting myself today. The first product I'm rolling in is my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Sculpture Palette. I always forget the name, and this is from 2020. This is still available on Hourglass's website, I think. Maybe not Sephora, but on Hourglass it's still available, so I'm debating it. But this is what mine looks like currently, and I would only be adding in the two powders up here. So I believe it's Dim Light and Glistening Strobe Light. These are both permanent, well, as permanent as makeup will be, in Hourglass's regular powder lines. But like I said earlier, my current highlighter just doesn't look good. But I realized once I mixed it with these that it looks good. Right now I've been mixing it with a different highlighter, which is the Essence Coffee Beans highlighter. And it's very cute. Let me show you. This is what it looks like. It's absolutely adorable, but I feel like I could still use this in the summer. And I like the look that this gives me with the Glowver highlighter versus this. I think this is fine on its own. I'll probably just save it to use in the summer. There's not that much, but it'll probably still last me 3 years. So I'm going to pair these two together. And look, they kind of match. In this lighting they do, but in real life this is more yellow than this. So I'm going to pair it together and try and get use out of my highlighters in here. I did want to pan this, so I guess I will get a chance to this year. And I really thought I was going to put this highlighter in later this year than, I meant like, you know, in June once I hit pan on this. But this is way too light. It needs some help, so I'm adding some help in. And then the last product I'm adding in is this sunscreen. I did say I wanted to pan it, and this is the Centella Green Levels Unscented Sun. It doesn't even say sunscreen, it just says sun. It's Korean. This is from the brand Purito. I know this sunscreen had some controversy earlier, 2 years ago or something like that. So this sunscreen is not new. It's supposed to be SPF 50 PA+++++. Yeah, I got it right. But it isn't. It's actually closer to 15. So if you are expecting 50, you will not get it. But I don't really see a difference because I don't really get sunburnt that easily. I do now that I use exfoliating products, but yeah, it's winter. I'm not getting sunburnt. Even in the summer, my face doesn't usually get sunburnt. It's usually my shoulders. They turn really red. And that's the extent of it. So I want to put this in this project pan because it's a little bit on the older side. I want to get it out of my collection. And I usually use sunscreens as primers anyway because they kind of do the same thing. Like they lay down a base for my makeup to go on top of. And I'm not planning on wearing foundation with this, so it doesn't really matter. And I do like how this feels. I just need to get it out of my collection, and I need to wear sunscreen more because I do go on walks, which means I'm out in the sun. That is why I'm not as pale as I normally am. Like if I were in college, I would not be this tan. What would I say I am? Oh, never mind. Not NC40 quite yet, but with a few hours out in the sun, I can be. So I want to pan this because it's getting a little old and I do like it and I want to use it up before it expires on me. But also know that if you have this, you can't expect full sun protection out of it. So I just wanted to give out that disclaimer or public service announcement if you weren't aware. That's everything. Thanks for watching. I ended this so awkwardly because I'm not sure how to end videos anymore. It's been a while since I filmed. Actually, I wanted to mention this. I didn't put out a video on the first Tuesday of this month because I wasn't sure what to put out. Like I did film an empties and what I bought in January type of video, but it felt so low quality. I didn't really want to put in the effort to edit it if I didn't like the way I filmed it, so I just ended up not doing it. But if you would like to see those types of videos, I think it's interesting. I just need to film it better next time. Let me know, and I will probably do it whether or not people want me to for February. But that's everything. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next month for hopefully a lot more progress. I'm hoping to see a lot more pan in my blush and bronzer because for the blush I actually have another Deep Throat and I have blushes I haven't even touched and I've had them for like 2 years, so need to work some stuff out of my collection. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next month. Bye!